I'm Plus, and today we're gonna build my first Hytale plugin and my first Hytale mod. With these, I wanna do 4 things. First, I will rebuild an plugin example just to use on my server with my friends. And secondly, I will program my first Hytale mod. The mod will contain 3 things. First, I wanna implement some sort of a weapon. Secondly, a mob that probably will be bigger than most of the normal mobs. I'm no graphic designer, but I want to try it. And third, I want to implement my own block and maybe I can get it into the world generation. And we will start with coding. You see, I'm here trying to set up my first project. Should be pretty easy. So what you see here is me coding a simple admin command. It's just to test if I can send a title to a player. You will see later on the server, and it's just for me to have a way of say hello to the new user, and I won't do as much with plugins as we will later do with the mods. So we can now join on the server and test if my comments is working. So we are online, I already played here with my friends, and I think we can test the comment /admin, and we see hello user. So that's how easy you can actually create a comment. So I think for the next, I want to create a weapon. I now added my own daggers. You see I'm on my private world and these are modified adamantite daggers. I realized that with server plugins they are still not that far and it's way harder to do stuff, so I just try using the asset manager. I copied the adamantite daggers and what I now want to achieve is my own custom model. That will get pretty interesting because I can't really draw. And I want to change the properties of these daggers. I already made them legendary just to test if I can implement them. And yeah, let's see how far I can get my demon daggers. So I am a step further now. You can see I made custom textures for those daggers based on the adamantite ones, but I somewhat messed up the adamantite daggers with it because they look exactly the same now. So they have these demon red, at least in the inventory, and I don't know how to change it back. But the texture definitely looks great. Okay, surprise, surprise, you are not allowed to set the same names for the weapons that you've created than the names that Hytale already has. So now I have the different textures. But the name doesn't want to load. I put it in some language file, but it just doesn't want to get the name from there. That's somewhat the next problem. And I also want to change the stats, but I find it somewhat difficult that you can't even see the damage on the weapon, and only if you hit something. Maybe they'll change it in the future, but I think that's somewhat weird. Okay, so I got the demon daggers to be named demon daggers, but these are now server.items.weapons daggers. So my items have the right names, but the in-game items doesn't. A little bit weird, but maybe I can just ignore it, and if the mod is on the server, everything is right. Hopefully. I am now done with the demon daggers. They look great, and they also do a bit more damage than the adamantite daggers, so we can test them later against the new enemy, and that's the next thing I'll do. I thought about what to add, and I think I want to add an ice spear that is bigger, stronger. I don't think an ice spear with a weapon is pretty useful, so I'll try to add the ones from solo leveling. I mean, you maybe know them. I'm not sure how much editing at the look I can do, because I'm not a graphic designer, but we'll see. Okay, so that's the first try, and it looks like shit. But hey, I got it in, and it doesn't behave like anything because I just loaded the model. And I'm not really sure how I convert that into an actual entity, but it's a step forward. Guys, I think I did it. Oh yeah, it's attacking me. The fuck, I actually did it. still looks like shit, but... Okay, so I had to figure stuff out, but if you know how to do it, it's not that hard. And yeah, obviously I took a lot from the original beer. If you want to add a completely new entity, then good luck, because you have to do like 50 things. But I think I just have to rework the model, or the texture for the model, and then we have a somewhat good looking entity that we can then fight. And I want to make it a bit bigger, but yeah, one step after another. Okay, that's maybe a bit too big, and as you might see, I'm not a graphic designer, but it looks more like what I wanted. But yeah, we're going to get to an end with it. Yeah, okay, I can't even... okay, I can attack it, but it's, yeah, just too big for everything. Okay, so I'm actually done with the entity. Oh, let me make a day. I gave it more damage, more HP, and I really want to know how easy I can beat it. I will give myself some armor, and then we'll test things out. Okay, so it attacks me, and it's... Okay, it's really fast, but that's somewhat realistic. I can fight it. What if it hits me? Okay, it doesn't deal as much damage as I thought. Maybe I have to change that. But you see, my daggers are also really OP. I mean, they should be stronger than mithril daggers, so obviously we get strong enemies down pretty easily. I'm happy that this works so well. Okay, I needed a few hours for everything, but I mean, that's fine for the first time I do these things, and I think a lot of things are way easier than what I did. Just adding a new block is very easy. Okay, so I'm way too motivated, and we still have no way to create these demon daggers. So I definitely want to add my own recipe, and therefore I obviously need more own items. So I will add an ore, or something that you need to create those, and then add the ingots you will get to the recipe. So that's the plan. Let's start. I did a lot of things, and I will just show them to you. So first we got the demonium ore. It looks like this. Don't wonder that the names are bugged. That's always the case if you change them. So we can go out of creative and break the block. So we get demonium ore. It looks pretty much the same as adamantium. I changed it a bit, but it's fine. It should be dark red, a bit darker than adamantium. We can take the demonium ore and put it in the oven. Wait, I need some oak. Very efficient. And now we can go here, put the demonium in, and turn the oven on. And after a while, you will get these demonium ingots. And with them, you will be able to make the dagger. One thing before, I have a problem with adding the demonium or basalt. I could make more variants, but that's fine, I think. I can't really add them to the world. There is one solution I saw. This is a coal ore mod. But the problem is, as far as I know, they are not adding the coal block to the world gen. That's what I would want to do. They are placing the coal ores in the world gen, and that's inefficient and not really the way I would want it to be. I will probably take another way. Maybe I find a solution, maybe for now not. So for now you can go into the blacksmith's anvil and craft the demon daggers. They are tier 3, that's why I already upgraded the table. And now I have the daggers. If I'm able to, I will add these mods into CurseForge, then there will be a link in the descriptions if you want to try it out. Don't focus too much on obtaining, the ores won't be in World Gen soon, I think. I will definitely program more in the next few days and actually going into the programming, not just the asset editor. I also want to test the plugin side of things more, but I think it's not that interesting at this point. So leave a like and a comment, say what you want to see next, maybe in Hytale or programming in various ways. And see you soon.